Welcome back everyone to a LEGO Star Wars review. Today I have Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea. This is from Ahsoka's last season, and I wanted to go ahead and get this reviewed for you guys because we actually have a battle pack coming of that Night Trooper that's in this set. So we're going to have a Night Trooper, Death Trooper battle pack from THRAWN's army coming on June 1st. I want to get this set out to you guys before June 1st so you can decide whether or not you want to buy this with maybe a couple battle packs and build yourself an army, and maybe make this scene a little bit cooler than we see it here in this LEGO set. But I wanted to get this out before June 1st. On June 1st, we'll get that set and review it with that as well. And kind of put it together with this one and see what kind of battle you can make yourself. But today, let's get this opened up and reviewed. Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea, like I said, this is going to be an 8+ rated set 75385, and it has 382 pieces. Honestly, for the box size, you would think it has way more pieces, but it actually less than 400. So expecting this to be a very, very quick build, but when you look at it, it's just a layer of an actual, basically, I don't even know what this is, platform or landing platform that they have. And this is during that final area where they're trying to get the, I think like Wayfinder, you could call it pretty much, aligned. But anyway, that's the set, and that's what it's based off of. We do have 4 figures here, and we have Ahsoka Tano, Ezra Bridger, we have Morgan Elsbeth, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and 1 Night Trooper, and that's the one I was talking about with the battle pack coming shortly. On the top here, you're going to see that THRAWN is there, and very excited for THRAWN. THRAWN is a figure that a lot of people have been wanting for a long time, and he's only been out once prior to this, so been waiting on this set for a while, and then now it was there. This came out about a year and a half ago, I believe, if I'm correct. Nonetheless, though, super excited to review it with that battle pack coming out soon. On the back side here, you're going to see there's a couple play features listed on the set as well. So I'm excited to do all of those and show you guys how all those work. And as you see here, it shows them fighting it out on Peridea. So let's go ahead and get this open. There is push tabs here, so we're going to open it the way LEGO intended with push tabs. With 1 and 2, as you see there. And wow, we do have a lot of stickers for such a small set. Wow, wow, wow. Unfortunately, like I mentioned in my previous review of the Brickheads that just came out here on May 1st, one thing that just drives me nuts, in my opinion, is that Brickheads and mechs that we get for Star Wars both do not contain very many stickers. But unfortunately, for some reason, the play sets, UCS sets, and sometimes even diorama sets contain good amount of stickers, so unfortunate. But we have, I want to say, look, 3, 6, 9, 12. I think these are separate here too. Yep, so 15, 16 stickers, guys. That's a lot of stickers for a 400 piece set. So 16 stickers. We're gonna see, these look like they need to be lined up, if I'm correct, these pieces, and that is really tough, especially with round ones with stickers, and that could be really brutal if you mess that up, so keep that in mind. With the manual here, it is actually larger too again. I'm not sure why, but looks like it might be like 120 pages, 115? Yeah, 116, 17 to completion, with the parts list on 18 and 19, which is just crazy to me for such a small set. So we also look like we have 4 bags here. We have 3 bags, so we're going to get 3 bags in this set. I'll keep that in mind as well. The bags are actually a little bit larger here, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy built and reviewed for you guys. But I'm pretty sure those stickers are going to be painful, guys. Look, if you see on the platform there, it does look like there are some serious sticker lining up we're going to have to do. So keep your handy dandy brick separator with you so you can do those easily. Don't mind my spare pieces from other LEGO sets, but let's go ahead and get this built. Alrighty guys, so the first minifigure that we're going to go over is THRAWN here, and he's been long awaited and it looks great. So as you see here, he has the dual molded legs. The backside of him is going to be perfect to what you would see in the show. There's a little bit of tucking there to his belt from his uniform. I was going to say shirt there, but on the front side, you're going to see that THRAWN actually does have the badges correct now for his ranking in the Imperial Army. So that's pretty cool that he has that now. As you see there, and then the face does not have pupils, but I don't think it really ruins THRAWN too much. He has the black hairpiece as well. The next figure we're going to have is the Stormtrooper, or actually I should say the Night Trooper. So these are the haunted Stormtroopers that we see. They have the regular Stormtrooper armor with some bandages and wrappings covering the front of the figure with some green cracks and weathering on the uniform there, as well as on the back side here on the armor. And it honestly is pretty crazy that they made this figure. I wasn't expecting Lego to, but I'm actually happy they did. It's a really cool Stormtrooper variant, I would say. This minifigure does have a specific headpiece here. I'm pretty sure we see this headpiece in, I want to say Lord of the Rings, but I'm not 100% sure. Just to signify that zombie look on the minifigure there that you see in the show. Next, we have Morgan Elsbeth. Morgan Elsbeth has the face printing here. It is not a clear face that we see sometimes with Morgan in the time of Star Wars and her lore, but we do see it with all the face painting. And that lightsaber sword, I forget what they call the sword in the show, but that sword that she has, they actually give you another one. So I'm just holding it here to show you guys because they give you another one in the set, which is kind of nice. But she has that as her weapon there, weapon of choice. Her printing on the front torso looks absolutely gorgeous. I think the printing on her was amazing to what we see in the show. It's such detail, and it's not too much printing to where it kind of looks weird. It's perfect amount of printing for Morgan Elsbeth. On the back side here, that printing is continued, which is perfect, and that is a beautiful hairpiece for Morgan Elsbeth, in my opinion, as well. I think that hairpiece fits Morgan as what we see in the show. Morgan also does come with dual-sided face that you can switch out if you wanted to. The second face that you're going to see with Morgan Elsbeth is more of an aggressive look there that you would see her, or angry look. You can switch it out however you would want. I think that I like the other face a little bit better. I think that face is a lot going on with the printing and all that stuff under her eyes. So this one looks great for me. I like the way it looks like this, the serious look. But Morgan Elsbeth is awesome. And next we also have Ahsoka. Ahsoka has, I mean, in my opinion, great printing. The arm printing here is just beautiful to what you see in the show. They went up arm printing all the way up to her shoulders, which is so cool there. As you see, the front printing of Ahsoka looks great. She gets the dual lightsabers, as you would see, of course. And then on the back side, there's printing there that is going to be continued, and I think it just looks great with the orange there showing her back. If you take off the hairpiece here, you're going to see that she has a second face as well. That second face is the more attacking look as well, more aggressive look in the middle of combat type of face here. So overall, Ahsoka's figure is gorgeous. I love this figure. Again, the pupils would be nice to have on Ahsoka. This is something they did for all of the figures in this set, so just keep that in mind. And then lastly here, I saved best for last with Ezra. He has a awesome hairpiece. I think his hairpiece looks perfect to what we see in the show for Ahsoka, and his printing on the torso and legs looks so good as it flows down. He has his lightsaber as well that you see in the show, so just keep that. You'll get that with him, which is awesome. On the back side here, you're going to have the same little weathering and tucking of his clothes. His clothes were pretty old, as you know in the show. He was kind of like basically living off the land with the natives there. And then on the backside, you do get a second face with Ezra. He does suffer from not having the pupils again, and that is just something that has really, really hurt him, in my opinion. I think the pupils would have made this figure a 10 out of 10. So just keep that in mind if you guys are looking forward to Ezra in this set. But let's go ahead and go over the play features for the set now, too. For the play features, we have pretty cool little spinning things. As you can see, they're all standing on plates here, all these minifigures, and the build itself isn't too bad. I just think the stickers really hurts the build. You'll see THRAWN, when there's a little bit of a pushback there that kind of bumps him up in his mechanism. I'm going to show you guys. You kind of really got to slam it though to get him bounced up in the air. As you see here, you push that and it just shoots him up into the air. He's not attached to any studs or anything there. And then there's spinning plates. There's going to be 3 spinning plates. The main one I showed you with the figures on, I use that to display the figures. But this one is going to be the side spinning. And on the side there, you see the little gear mechanism sticking out. You can use that to move Ahsoka back and forth and knock over a stormtrooper or get blasted by a stormtrooper in that situation. Ahsoka, honestly, I think with this little spinning mechanism works great. If you have the 2 lightsabers in her hand, she can knock off the minifigure. As a kid, you're playing with that, you know. I do think it's kind of finicky, though, like I showed you the first time with Ahsoka. But yeah, you can have them on there, spinning them around, which is cool, showing the stormtroopers, shooting both Ezra and Ahsoka there too. And then Ezra is on the 3rd spinning plate that I mentioned earlier, and I was using to showcase the minifigures. That 3rd spinning plate doesn't have a gear mechanism, but you can move it pretty easily, kind of like a DJ disc, you know, just imagine pushing it around like that, which is really cool. The stickers in this set, however, really hurt this set. I think the stickers, you have to be absolutely perfect. The stickers are all over those back black designs there with the lines of the galaxy and then the lines on the flooring. So just keep that in mind when you're putting the stickers down, to be extra careful. The build itself is pretty simple and easy and straightforward as well. So let's give this set a final score. Alrighty guys, so that's going to do it for Ahsoka on Peridea and the battle on Peridea. I really like this set. It's honestly a really cool set. For me though, I just think you should definitely get it on sale. Probably only buy one to have that THRAWN. If you're not interested in the other figures, for the reasons I mentioned earlier, probably just buy THRAWN separately on Bricklink. For me, I still want those other figures, as much as I'm not a fan of what they're doing with the eyes and the pupils there. I still like the figures. I want an Ezra in my collection, and we haven't got him in so long, so that's why I did still buy this set and still will have a sealed one for my collection as well. But again, that's totally up to you guys. I did wait for this to go on sale. I also waited for this battle pack to come out, like I mentioned, that's coming on June 1st, so we're going to get a Night Trooper battle pack. That said, however, I believe you can buy as many as you want if you want to build an army of them. For me, I just don't see the need for building an army of those, because for mock purposes, if I built an army, I'm not sure where I'd put those. It's also kind of weird to put them in an Imperial army video, because it's like, they're kind of Imperial. They're also like zombies too, so for me personally, I think the new battle pack is awesome to grab maybe 2 of them and get a little bit of an army there, or maybe if you make a small scene from her show, or if he has a large army that we see maybe in the next season of Ahsoka, it'll justify buying a bunch of them if you build a mock based off that, so keep that in mind too. But I still think this is a good set to get. I still think it's a great set for the figures that you're gonna get. And I would give this out of a 10, probably an 8.5 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10. For me, the stickers is a huge problem for the set. There is a lot of stickers for the size of the set it is, and you have to be perfect. I did a very good job on the stickers thanks to the brick separator, but usually that's not the case for me with stickers. So yeah, the first thing is making sure the stickers look good. Otherwise, this could completely ruin the set for you. Secondly, the figures, like I mentioned, at least for Ahsoka and Ezra, I'm not a fan of the no pupil. I can deal with the other figures looking the way they look. I think they're fine. But for Ahsoka and Ezra, they really need pupils. I think it looks a little bit weird, specifically for Ezra. So again, hopefully Lego isn't going to go that route for all of their new minifigures, and they just give some pupils still, because obviously with Palpatine, I know it's changed. There's a couple other ones. Salacious B. Crumb from the Java sail barge UCS set, I know he's got gypped from the pupils. So I don't know if this is all figures or if it's just future from this when the set came out about a year ago. Going forward, they're going to not have pupils anymore. If that is the case, that is really sad, because the figures honestly are going downhill if they get removed pupils. I think it looks weird to me. The sets with pupils looks perfectly fine. So hopefully that's not the case though. I still think THRAWN is a great pickup. THRAWN, in my opinion, is the sole pickup for the set. THRAWN, we haven't gotten forever. And then this iteration of THRAWN is just beautiful. So in my opinion, I think you should get it if you are a big THRAWN fan. You won't be disappointed with the set too much. I think if you're just looking for THRAWN, like I mentioned, buy them separately to save yourself some money. But overall, I do like this set. I don't think I would recommend buying it full price at all, so just keep that in mind. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.